What's going on, guys? We're back here, Riley's Moto Garage, and we got the YZF600R Thundercat. Today, we're gonna see if we can't get these plastics off, get this cage off, and see if we can't get it up on the lift, and then start checking things out, seeing if it needs anything, you know. Like, obviously, previous owner just had this thing zip tied on. And it's just flopping around. So I have looked at some new plastics. I just have to decide on what kind of scheme I want to go for. On top of that, you know, sand these down, repaint it because it's got a bunch of overspray on it from when the previous owner painted all this black. Like, these are all just stickers that he put on there. He painted all this, spray painted it, which is like, even right here, you know, supposed to have a VIN right there, but he painted right over the sticker. So I have some goof off, goof gone, whatever the hell it is. Hopefully I can get that off. But I did just realize I do have a leak on this caliper here. You know, it looks wet. There's definitely fluid leaking. But you come up here also, you know, let me dry my finger off. You know, dry finger. Come up in here to the forks. And you just rub the finger around a little bit and she's leaking. So forks are gonna have to be redone. On top of that, I might as well take the rear shock into work while I'm doing the forks. So for the forks, I have 5-weight oil, fork oil, and seals for the Thundercat. And then we got a chain here for the Vulcan. The Vulcan now has, I did get new tires on it finally. Got them down to the shop. Got them slapped on. I got the front tire here. Looks real good. But I still have to put chain on. So I'll get that put on at some point. This is kind of a bike I just work on my free time. And then, so while I was getting the rear tire off, I realized my brake cable here is very much seized. Not quite as much seized, but stuck. So I need to either lube that up, get that working good, or just buy a new cable, which you can see right there. Can I get in here? That cable, you might not be able to see with that spring in the way. It's just bending up here. It's not getting pulled or anything because it's pulled out. So we'll get to that guy here soon. That's really close to being done. Still have to sync the carbs up after that brake line there, and other than that, that bike's just about done. So figure get on this guy and see what we need for this guy. I did see we got a fray here in the clutch line, so she's definitely gonna need a clutch line. And this nice, got a carbon fiber clutch lever, really light. And going over the brake one, it's heavy. So definitely got some stuff to do. Maybe might have to find another cap. Got some damage here. This side looks fine. But yeah, so I'm gonna get started on seeing what I have to do to get these plastics off so we can get it up on the lift. Catch you guys in a minute. Alright guys, we're back. I got the front end fairings off and the cage off. They're sitting over here. Cage is actually in fairly good condition. It's just got a bunch of overspray. Ooh, sorry, my bad, that was loud. Bunch of overspray there, all over. And the fairings. So one side, as you can see, they had underglow on it at some point. Got one side, and then the other side was actually broken in half. I did see the crack, but I just thought it was a fracture, not a split. So that's supposed to be on there like so. And the previous owner put some thin steel behind this, just self-tapered through. Stupidest thing ever. So those are definitely gonna have to be replaced. This guy is salvageable, but if I can find a replacement, I'll probably just end up replacing it. On top of that, we are missing this guy, and that is actually still over here broken off, so we're gonna have to re-weld that back onto that piece for that to fit up correctly. Other than that, I really didn't see too much going on in here other than this wiring job here. So the headlight wasn't even plugged in. I was wondering why it wasn't working, but the little front bulb there that the guy has screwed on to the front here was working. And I found out that he just tied that right into the headlight light and was using that for a headlight. Like, how hard is it to clean that lens? Not very hard. Another thing we'll be doing. So get that. Took the whole air box off. Figured I'll take the gas tank off at some point, so we'll put all that back on the correct way. But yeah, so doesn't look too bad, other than do have all that red overspray on the inside here. So definitely gonna have to figure out something there, because I don't want to scrub all that off. That's a pain in the butt. But I think from this point, I'm going to just start cleaning it up, get all the dust and dirt and shit off it, and I'll catch back up with you guys. Alright guys, so you're not gonna believe what I just found. I gotta grab the key. God damn it. Alright, so I popped the seat off to pop that. I popped the seat off to get to the gas tank. Set that there. I took the gas tank bolt off and I realized there's a toolkit right here. It is very, very rare you get a motorcycle and it still has the toolkit in it. I feel tools in there. I don't know if they're the original, but let's check it out. Feels like there's quite a bit in there. Move the seat out of the way and see what we got in here. Kind of hard to open up. It's definitely been sitting there a while. It's stiff. Oh wow. Yeah. We actually have a lot here. I'm assuming it's spark plug, Phillips head, and a flathead. I'm not quite sure what that's for. Possibly. No, that's too big. Huh. Not sure what that's for. Got a 12 and a 14. It's nice that none of this stuff is rusted up either. Got a bigger Phillips head, another 12 and a 10. Got a 10 and 8. And then we got a 22, 24, and a 19 with, I'm gonna assume, a 4mm Allen key probably. But yeah, that's a hell of a find right there. That's super rare. I just thought I'd share that with you guys. But yeah, so another thing on these Thundercats. Sorry, that really has got me excited. All of my motorcycles that I have ever owned, I've never gotten a toolkit. So that's just awesome. Sorry. So on these Thundercats, you'll realize, typical motorcycle typically has a fuel shutoff on this side, typically right here. Yeah. Well, it took me a while to find it, but I found it. you lift up the gas tank here, and boom, there she is. Fuel shut off. So, to me, that's kind of a stupid engineering way, because you gotta take the seat off and a 12mm bolt and lift up, if it's full, a heavy gas tank with one hand and turn it off with the other. It's kind of stupid. They should have had that in an open area so you can turn it off when you're done riding the bike for the day. But it is what it is. So, figured out where that is. Like I said, I found another LED strip here, so definitely going to be ripping all this out. Get all this wiring out of here. I'm assuming that's probably the other one that's on the fairing. Hopefully there's nothing on the gas tank. But yeah, other than that, this bike actually is looking pretty decent, other than it's a little beat up. I just gotta go back on the fuses. Alright. Yeah, got the idle adjustment here. Some hoses. I did see some of the fairing broke off right here. Gotta take that piece off still. Does it have coolant? Let's see. Oh yeah, she's topped off on coolant. She's good. And I'm making a mess on the lift. Oh, coolant. But yeah, so you can definitely see that those forks have been leaking for quite some time. But yeah, so I'm gonna get back to cleaning it up, and I just wanted to show you guys that tool kit. That's awesome. Alright guys, got the whole bike wiped down and cleaned for the most part, except for like in the nitty gritty spots. I just did a quick cleaning so it wasn't all that dirty. I did take the goo off and get the VIN cleared off so I could see that without hesitation. I used to have to put a flashlight up to it just to glare the letters off of it to check it when I bought it. But other than that, it actually cleaned up fairly nice. So, yeah, I think this is right about where I'm going to leave off for this video. Next video, hopefully you guys comment on what you guys want to see done to this thing first. And yeah, we'll get to it. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks.